Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Razovy, and today I want to do a website review on HowLongToBeat.com. Now, for the folks that have no clue what this is, let me explain what it is. I think it's, especially if you're a gamer, you're going to love this website more than you might think. Now, basically, this website is all about, well, how long it takes you to beat a game. That is why the name is HowLongToBeat.com. I think that makes a lot of sense. Now, for example, if you take a look at current popular games, now on the day of recording this, the Elden Ring expansion recently released. It's a DLC, not really an expansion. And as you can see, one of the most popular games right now is Elden Ring. So you can see that if you just want to beat the main story, it is give or take 60 hours, right, 59 to 60 hours to just beat the main story. If you want to do the main story plus some other cool stuff, right? Just exploring and stuff, it's give or take 100 hours. But if you want to actually complete everything, meaning that you do 100% of everything in the game, plus, of course, also all the achievements, it would take you 133 hours. That is basically how this whole platform works. Now, you might think, well, how do they know that? Right? Is it just one guy playing all these games? Well, no, of course not. So let's say we would click on Elden Ring. Let's click on it. Now, what people do is that they log themselves, they log how long it took them to actually finish this game, right? So tons of people actually go to this website and have an account, and yes, you can have an account as well. You can just join or log in if you already have an account, of course, and then you can log your times. And this is basically how this website tries, for as far as that's even possible, tries to predict how long you will be playing the game. Now, is this 100% accurate? No, of course not, because in the end, it is up to you how you play a game and how efficiently you play a game. For example, let's say you're a trophy hunter. Most likely, you're really good at playing games, well. Most likely, you're going to follow a guide that someone else wrote, right? Most likely. Taking that into consideration, it might say that it'll take you 133 hours to complete, but maybe it'll take you 120 or 125 because you are optimizing your route. So it really depends on what kind of gamer you are and how you do the things that you do. But I think it's fair to say that, especially in my gaming sessions, I'll talk for myself. In my gaming sessions, I have noticed that the main plus sides tab basically predicts how long I tend to play. I'm not only a main story kind of guy. I like to do other stuff as well, but I'm not really a completionist. Why not? Well, because I just don't have the time. Frankly, if I would have the time, I would be a completionist. I just don't. So even though I want to get all the achievements, even though I want 100% the game, I just don't have the time. For example, I recently started Stellar Blade, and I'm really enjoying Stellar Blade, but knowing that completing the game would take me 55 hours, that's not going to happen. So I'll do some side quests, and sure, I enjoy doing so, but actually hunting for the trophies, it's not something that I'm able to do just because of time constraints. So therefore, the 36 hours that is given here is most likely something that'll be normal for me as well. So yeah, that is kind of how this website works. Now, there's way more to it, though. For example, besides having the how long to beat statistics, you can also take a look at, well, on what platforms are people playing it. Well, as you guys hopefully know, Stellar Blade is only on PS5. So if anyone would have said, I play this on Switch, they would be lying, because that's impossible. So let's go to a game that is multi-plat, like we just did with Elden Ring. That is multi-platform, of course. So let's take a look at Elden Ring, and there you can see that folks played on Xbox One, PlayStation 4, etc., and of course on PC, which is interestingly enough the biggest platform folks play this game on. Now, what else can we see? Well, for example, we can also take a look at, are people speedrunning the game? If so, are they doing any percent, 100%? People need to be polled for this, meaning that only 14 people actually decided to enlist their speedrun on this website, that kind of stuff. And you can also take a look at, well, other useful information. As you can see, there's a map of the whole thing. How cool is that? An interactive map. They link you to walkthroughs, for example. Now, in this case, it's IGN. I think it's because of easy integration, but still, this is really cool. Now, like I said, if you're a trophy hunter, I don't think IGN is always the way to go. It can be, but I prefer something like PowerPicks to do my trophy hunting, or just PSN profiles PSN profiles tends to be better. Not always, of course, but most of the times it is. So that's something that is really cool. And it has multiple guides, all, as you can see, powered by IGN, right? So it's all IGN stuff, but still, that's cool, right? This helps you 100% the game. Something that, especially with something like Elden Ring, which is an incredibly open game, open-ended game, it's nice to have that hand-holding if you want a 100%. Again, for me, 133 hours is just not doable. In fact, 100 hours is currently not doable. For example, I started Persona 5. I started it a year ago. Royal, that is. I think I logged 20 hours into the game over a time span of a full year. I just don't have the time. So, yeah, 123 hours is just, it's not doable for me right now. For example, a game that I did really like was for Anno Mutationem. I'm not really sure how to pronounce this. This was a short game that I was able to complete in a decent amount of time because it was 15 hours. In fact, I completed it. I followed a trophy guide on PowerPix. Anyway, that being said, is this website worth it for you? Well, it's definitely worth it for me, 100%. I think that if you enjoy gaming and you don't have all the time in the world, so you're most likely going to be a little older, you're not going to be a teenager anymore, and you are either going to college or working, this website is really useful. I think it's one of the most useful websites that you can have for a person that enjoys gaming as a hobby. So yeah, I would highly advise anyone to use this website. If you, how should I put it? If you like to be surprised or you just have a lot of free time, then yeah, okay, this website is less useful because there's definitely a social aspect to this website. There's a whole community behind this, but there are better websites out there that if you want to like chat and stuff, it's not something that I'm personally interested in, but I can imagine that if you are more looking for a community behind the whole gaming scene, this is not necessarily it. There are many Discord servers that do it better, you know what I mean? But tracking your stats, this is it. And this website is also very phone friendly. So let's say you need to look something up on your phone. This website works just as well on your phone as it does on your laptop, PC, or whatever the heck you use. So yeah, is it worth it? 100%. I definitely give this my approval. Now, before you leave, do me a favor. If you browse stuff online, which you are most likely currently doing as well, you need a VPN. Everyone needs a VPN. You need it too. I highly advise you to use PureVPN. I have a deal with them that if you click on the link that I provided in the pinned comment and also or in the description, whatever you want to do, you can get this VPN for $1. That is one heck of a deal. I highly endorse this product. And finally, if you haven't done so yet, do me a favor, subscribe to this channel, click on the like button, that kind of stuff. If this video was in fact useful to you, that's kind of the least thing you can do. So thank you very much for clicking on that like button and subscribing. Ladies and gentlemen, I was Razovy, and you were you, and I will see you guys later. Goodbye.